hapụ ya ancestors wee sịrị na akpọchi nke ndị ala ndị ọzọ. Ọ bụrụ na ịbụ nne n'ebe na-agụ olu agụ wee na-agụ nwa gị, agụ wee na-agụ nwa n'ebe gị, kedu onye ị ga-ebu ụzọ si nri wee bido? Nke bụ eziokwu, ị ga-esi mbido ụzọ bido ndị mmadụ fọ isie wee bido mmadụ gị. Ezu atụ osi wee dị. Mgbe ọbụla ị nọ na mkpa ịkpọkụ na onye nsọ nke ndị ụka anyarị, kpọkụ chi nke ala nna gị, kpọkụ ya ancestors. Nke bụ eziokwu na ha ga-ebu ụzọ nụrụ anụ akwa gị maka n'ihi na ịbụ nwa ha n'ime onye arụ ha. Mana mgbe ị hapụrụ ya ancestors je na-akpọchi ndị ọzọ na ndị senti ndị ọzọ, nwanne ọ ga-ahapụ gị ahụ. Ọnya ka n'igwe na m anatago na be nna m ya gasị
Odinana siri ike anatagomuhe na be papa mo anatagomuhe tinyelamu ọkalaka anatagomuhe na be papa mo anatagomuhe Odinana siri ike. Odinana bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ. Ụfọdụ bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ. Nwanne m kwere n'okwu Chineke, kwere ya gazie n'ọfọ. Odinana bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ. Nwanne m kwere n'okwu Chineke, kwere ya gazie n'ọfọ. Odinana bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ. Odinana bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ. Ụfọdụ bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ. Nwanne m kwere n'okwu Chineke, kwere ya gazie n'ọfọ. Odinana bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ. Nwanne m kwere n'okwu Chineke, kwere ya gazie n'ọfọ. Odinana bụ ka ọ dị mma ụmụ Chineke ya gazie n'ọfọ.
Ụmụ ọdịnala Igbo, uruchi ọmanụ, asịrị m ka chi tata bụ nkwọ kwọtara anyị ihe ọma. Ana m asị onye ọbụla, viewers all over the world, my fans, subscribers and children all over the world, asị ka mgbede tata mara unu niile mma. Abịakwara m n'oge awa nke eziokwu with life-changing topic. Believe in me, if you can listen, give me your time and listen to the message, believe in me, and apply it, believe in me, in the next couple of months believe in me, you will start seeing something massive. But the problem is, will you allow distractions, negative energy to overwhelm you and take what you're about to learn today away from you? This is a tested method, tested things that really worked. I'm a living witness. This is method that I've tested. It has worked for me. It has worked for a lot of my followers, my children, all over the world, my fans. Just take a look. Just go to my video. I have over 500 lectures on YouTube. But just go back last 2 years. Yes, last 2 years, 2020, when I created this YouTube video. Just check from there. When I started, I did not start this big. But it's through this what I want to tell you today, that I had this message. I got this message that really turned around everything about me. The message is so clear to the extent that I communicate with my entities of powers as if we are on live video. I got all the inspiration through what I'm about to share with you tonight. I'm Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi. The greatest thing you can do for your friend, somebody you love, share this message to the person. Forget about anything. You can only take the horse to the water, but you cannot afford the horse to drink water. That is the only thing. And believe in me, if the person really, the person will pay attention to what I'm about to share tonight, and I put it into practice, believe in me, in a couple of months, the person will come and thank you. Yes. That is the greatest thing you can do to anybody. No ge awa nke eziokwu. I'm Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu oraifite. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja, a high priest in Ugochi tubelu Odinana temple nke dị na Oraifite in Anambra State. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi, lụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye nchụaja, the high priest na Odinana Restoration Prayer Ministry. Abụ m onye mgbasa ozi Odinana Igbo. You can call me an Odinana evangelist. Abịana n'oge awa nke eziokwu, oge anyị ji awa eziokwu agba. Ọnya ka anyị ji bịa n'ụbọchị taa. Nke bụ eziokwu na faith comes from hearing. Okwukwe na-esite n'ọnụnụ. I can tell you what you don't know is already a mystery to you and not to all. Isiokwu anyị ji bịa n'ụbọchị taa bụ the importance of 21 days ago for intensive prayers and the benefit of spiritual exercise. The major problem is ignorance, and you are still on your high horse to come down, or maybe you don't even know what is happening to you. If you are just confused, believe in me, today, the message you will hear today is will regret you. Before I get any isiokwu anyị n'ụbọchị taa, ọkwa anyị nwere obu na aja anyị na-achụ kwa ọnwa Ọgọst ka na-aga n'iru na ọ ga-akwụsị na 19th of August. Anyị ga-achụkwa aja mesara aka. Ndị mmadụ ga-esikwa oru dị Igbo bịa soro rie ya bụ aja maka mbụ dị na-ebute ya. Afọ anyị na-agba afa miri emi, afọ anyị a na-akwụ ụgwọ mana counseling is free. You can create time with me via my YouTube, my WhatsApp, to have appointment with me. Appointment as in counseling is free of charge. I'm in oraifite in Anambra State. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa, n'oge awa nke eziokwu, ihe anyị ji wee bịa bụ nkuzi dara ụda, a life-changing topic. The truth of the matter is that you are the only person that can help yourself. You are the only person that can help yourself. Life is all about garbage in, garbage out. You must help yourself. That is why I want to call back you say, you work out your salvation with fear and trembling. You do it yourself. The only what I'm trying to tell you today is to help you, to guide you. Some people in their life, they need somebody that will push them before they will be able to act. That is my mission. So if you don't like what is happening to you, you must do something. The only thing your spiritualist or your dibia can do for you is to help you, to intercede on your behalf. However, the buck stop on your table. Stop folding your hands and waiting your dibia. This is lazy man attitude. So that what you sow, Galatians 6:7 says, what you sow is what you reap. You cannot just walk at Jesus beggar. And you go to Niger Cat, another consulting firm, to receive salary. It's not possible. You cannot plant corn and you go and start harvesting pear. It's not possible. Now, today I want to show you how to plant very well. Not all about being a farmer, but do you farm well? And Matthew 7:7 says, ask, it shall be given unto you. Seek, you shall find. Knock, the door will be open to you. But you know your greatest problem, you don't know how to ask. But today, I want to start reshaping your mindset. Do you know that a lot of people are on social media without knowing what they really want in life? Pay attention to your calling, because that's your calling. I know your question will be, how will I know my calling? Yes. How will you know your calling? You can only know about your calling when you pay attention to your spiritual you. You are the core man, the spirit in you. Even if it is there in Alpha, it is revealed in the spiritual realm that the goodies are on the way. You hear the man there. From your own end, you must do something to make those things happen fast. At least in this cross material, in this world, you are living now, when you are still alive. Sorry. If not, your goodies will keep on delaying. I can differ your goodies. I came today to tell you, to give you the secret. Yes. One thing that is so common among successful people is that they never give up. One thing that will change whatever that is happening to you is your ability to reawaken the real you. And that is the only way you can discover the real you and start to apply that principle of the real you. So what you must do. The same thing is what is applicable to all the successful people on earth. And to be successful, I keep saying it, that all the world religion is only trying to achieve one thing: to reawaken the spiritual you. I'm not here to condemn people that are Dineti. No, there are great minds, people that pass through that method of worship, and they have already achieved great things in life. And when they practice the Buddha, they practice very well. For me, as you see me, I have read Buddha. Yes, the book of Buddha. I can tell you the story of Buddha. Yes. I have read Muhammad. I have read all those books. So, what I can tell you is that in every world religion, follow it to the letter. There is what they are trying to stimulate from you. I mean, those is to stimulate and reawaken the real you. But Odinana is natural. The foundation has no fault. And so, for you to be successful, you must apply it. For the fact that you are from this part of the world, apply Odinana. It will favor you more than any other form of worship. However, for a large the only difference is that no one did Lagos with the flight. When the age 911, when we keep trailer, on small cars, the time and the easiest and the less stressful are there. That's what did the difference. Now, ihe nchọrọ ịkọwara onye isiokwu nke ụbọchị taata bụ it must remain consistent. Consistency is the key. That is one thing that is so common among successful people. The second thing that is so common among them is spiritual exercise. They are they develop their creative mind. They have this inspiration. Whether the person they call the person a free thinker does not count. Here the whether money or a free thinker or the person is an atheist or believing in whatever, or believing in stone, believing in sun, believing in whatever, does not count. What can only change your environment financial wise is how do you apply the inspiration you have. And the only way you can get those inspiration is by applying what I'm about to tell you today. 1, you have 24 hours in a day. Believe in me, if you are too busy to create 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes daily for your spiritual exercise, then you are not serious. Believe in me, I will write you off. You know why? You take two to a tango. He must make that sacrifice. He must do something. Do you know that some people are on social media? You know why they are here on social media? They are on social media for fun. To get hooked with assessment. Look at what is happening in Big Brother Nigeria. Big Brother Nigeria just started some days ago. Not up to 1 month. Just a few days ago. But I can tell you that some of the participants there have already started having carnal knowledge of each other. This is just lost. It's not as if those guys was kept there for 3 whole months. For you to start telling me that it's not easy for you to hold body for the past 3 months. But believe in me, they have just resumed. Some people have already started sex. Believe in me. Those people are not smart people. They have already started having sex. Tell me how many people that are winners of this Big Brother Naija that got themselves involved in early stage like this. Other tools with sex. Tell me, is it a fair? Is it white money? Call all the names of the previous winners. In the cause of white money from day one, focus his attention on what he wants. I'm not a fan of Big Brother Naija. Yes, I'm not a fan of Big Brother Naija. Because I noticed that the whole thing is messed up. Every episode is getting worse. In the era of Efe, the Delta guy that won that one then, I followed it to the letter. But subsequently, it's getting worse. Even the last one, I followed it a bit. But whenever I followed maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, I just switch another station. The one guy I saw there that really captured my mind is white money. I tell people that this guy, white money, I'm not supporting it because I'm an Igbo guy, but he means business. He knows what he wants. And from that day, after watching him on 2 or 3 occasions, I tell people that this guy will go far. You understand? The same thing with these people. Even today, I told the people that these 2 people I saw, I don't want to mention their names, that are all over internet, that already started making sense in this early stage, will not go far. Mark my word, at the end of the thing. They will not see the last stage. 2 of them. You know why? This is not all about prophecy, but it's a simple analysis. They are not prepared. They don't know what they want. They're just hungry people that are too loose in their mind, coming together. They can't even focus on what they want. I don't like discussing with people, but I can tell you what will happen in this particular issue. Because it's so disgusting. So early. On social media, some people are on social media for fun, looking for assessment. Some people are on social media to mind their business. Do you know that even this social media you are seeing have created a lot of millionaires globally, not only in Nigeria, globally? Do you know how much the Chinese and the Indians are making from social, billions of money that are available on social media? There are 2 ways to make money on social media. I'm sorry to say it, but let me just say this. It's either you are selling products or you are providing services. That is the only 2 ways. Yes, only 2 ways. Now, know what you want. You are on social media to show your buttons, you are showing your this thing, you are clueless. You should focus attention on what you want. Because if you're on social media to mind your business, either you are selling products or you are providing services, focus your attention in that. Leave jokes. Those serious jokes. Yes, forget about them. Focus on. People will see you as strong-minded person, and they will start believing you, taking you serious. I'm not talking this for you to praise me. When I was in Abuja, before I eventually answered my call, I was a successful networker. I'm executive director with a company called Santebali from Philippines. Yes. I'm among the selected people that qualify to go to Philippines. but I couldn't make it because of some personal issues. Understand? If I'm saying networking, I will still be doing very, very well because I mind my business. I focus on my promoting the company. From that the company, I rose and become executive director in the company. In Nigeria, as of today, in that company, I know the company still miss me. And in Nigeria, if there is other people, distributors that are higher than me, then it then means that it's maybe one step. Despite the fact that I left 2 years ago. But what I want to pick there is, when I was the company, I'm one of the people that the company honored. I enjoyed a lot of free gadgets from the company, free rewards. On the award night in Abuja, the first our anniversary in Abuja, I'm all over the stage because I won several awards. Because I'm very religious. Even coming for training, I was trained by white people that brought the product in Nigeria. I will always be there. At every given training, I was trained by professionals. I forgot. That's why if you go to my Facebook page, I'm not there for jokes. Even if I must have a joke, it's just casual joke, maybe once in a while. People will not see me as too serious person. But I don't joke with anything that will project me in bad light. That's why it's just my little admonition. Then topic of today, let me tell you, if you don't like what is happening to you right now, you don't like your account balance right now as we speak, see what you must do. One, drop the attitude of a lazy man or a lazy woman. You must drop it. You must remain focused. It's not going to be easy at the initial stage, yes, but you have to discipline yourself. Imagine coming to social media, you're not there for gallivanting, you're not there for fun, you are there to mind your business. And I told you that 2 ways to make money on social media is either you are promoting, selling something, or you are providing services. That is the only 2 ways, genuine way of making money via social media. Now, as a human being, you are tired of what is happening around you and your business and your source of income, right? What I can take, I told you that man has two. The spiritual man and the physical man. I want to use the simple analogy for you to understand where I'm coming from. The spiritual man and the physical man. I told you before that the brain, we have two brains. Two brains, yes. We have the frontal brain and have the back brain. Now, I don't want to start using terminology of doctors for you, but I want to use simple analogy for you to understand it. Now, because of over cultivation of the intellect, the frontal brain is bigger, while the smaller brain is smaller. Now, the smaller brain is like the antenna that receives the spiritual vibes, radiations, vibrations from like the antenna, the spiritual antenna. That is the brain that you use to receive messages, whether in dreams or in astral travel or in trance, whatever name you could choose to call it. Now, you will receive the message, the spiritual message, and pass it over to the frontal brain for analyzing. Do you get? Yes, the frontal brain will now give that picture from the back brain, the earthly naming and the earthly understanding. Now, for you to be successful here on earth, you must activate that the spiritual man, because the spiritual control the physical. I keep telling you that before anything will happen to this gross material world, it must take on form in the spiritual realm. So if your account balance as we speak now is zero, believe in me, in the spiritual realm, your account balance is already zero. That is why it manifests here. But if in a spiritual realm, your account balance is something reasonable, believe in me, it will materialize in this earthly world. People can even dash you money. People can the money get to fulfill that already destined stuff from the spiritual realm because you worked for it. Example, if you cultivate corn, nurse the corn, and at the mature time, nobody will stop you from harvesting your corn because it's naturally is your right. Because you are the one that planted it, you are the one that nurtured it. Now, let me tell you one thing. If the only way that something that will give you inspiration on how you will be doing things, whether you will change from business A to business B, whether you will change some new ideas, whether what people call luck will shine or smile at you, it must be propelled by the spiritual forces. Let me use myself as an example. I want to use my life story to teach you a lesson, for you to learn, grab something from me. And during the time of Good Luck Jonathan, yes, during the first tenure of Good Luck Jonathan, yes, I was in Abuja. I'm into programming, selling of phone accessories. I sell in wholesale and in retail then. I have about 2 shops then. 2 shops, yes. So what happened is that, but I normally pay attention to spiritual exercise. I don't joke with it. Yes. I'm not another person. At that time, I'm into other foreign religion. Okay, I can call myself a Christian because I never know Kobia. But I pay attention to spiritual exercise. See what happened. I normally create time for quiet time and silent moment. I must create time for that. So sometimes I will look for quiet environment. It could be in my home or wherever, but I must create time for that exercise daily. So as I was drawing the strength from that exercise, now I got this inspiration that look, keep doing this you are doing. That favor is about to locate you. That is the inspiration I keep getting. I normally thought that I will hear the voice talking to me inside my heart. That look, keep doing this your exercise. That you are gathering the spiritual strength. Because sometimes don't always talk, but ponder. While pondering it, that thought is gathering more strength. So that is what I normally do on daily basis. And what I learned from it is either actually some certain things, I talk less. Sometimes, even if you tell me something, I will reflect it in my heart, ponder over it before I will give response. I don't talk much. It's now that I became a talkative. Then I talk less, but I meditate more. During that meditation, I normally pay attention. I reawaken my what we call intuition perception, the intuitiveness in me. I waken them. I waken it up. So I normally listen to that inner, what people call tiny voice. Believe in me, if you start to nurture it, believing in it, it's just a matter of time. You will see, notice that voice is no longer tiny. It becomes a little bit louder, as case may be, once you keep on believing, because it was no tinye n'ọlụ afụkwa ọzọ agwụ ya. Even if I say human being, if I normally see things and tell you, and I notice that you normally take me for granted and you don't make use of those things, I will stop. The same thing applicable to the spirits. Once they keep telling you things and you keep ignoring it, and you will not do anything with it, believe me, it's a matter of time. They will be like deaf and dumb. They will stop talking to you. It will suppress that spirit of intuition. So for me, I pay attention to it. I want to use my story to tell you something. How many times have you created time for you to always remove yourself? Even Jesus on Doka, and I want Doka, I say, move for Jesus, where's he going? To go to a quiet place, to meditate. Why can't you emulate great minds? Yes, I'm of the opinion that Jesus Christ existed. Yes, there is so many evidence that he once existed on the earth. I know that some people from many other religions believe that Jesus never existed. No. In Odinana Igbo, we believe that Jesus existed. But that message he brought is for his people, not for we Africans. And again, I said that Jesus, my dispute, that Jesus is not God Almighty, the creator of the whole universe. Yes, that no brought Chukwu. Yes, he's a great master, he's a rabbi, he's a great teacher, this and that. He's a called one, yes. But whether I'm Chukwu, I said no. That Almighty, the God Almighty, the creator of the universe is only one. And it doesn't have branches or three persons in one. No. It's God, God remains God. Mana, whether I'm a bringer of message to his people, yes. So that's why if I'm quoting, yes, I quote. So sometimes always go where they did in them mad koga, better reflect elements spiritual essence. Why can't you emulate that good stuff? But what are you emulating? Go to social media, you're emulating rubbish. Something that will not even put food on your table. You're emulating a carnal lifestyle that will not even pay you. That can only lead you to lust. Can only lead you to start imagining something that you cannot even create. And therefore lead you out of greediness. Lead you into something that will spoil your future. Or maybe lead you to something that will lead you to start making charms, thinking that things, money fall from heaven. It will lead you to Okite. I told you that 2 days ago, a guy called me that he used to have Okite, that he want to spoil it. Asked me what to do. I said, go back to that dibia that did that Okite for you. And I know what you're going to face there. But I will keep on here shouting that people should stop doing this, but people will not believe it. Because they want shortcoming. What I'm about to teach you is not shortcoming, but it's a process that you must follow to reawaken the real you. I spend my data to come and impart this knowledge in you. So pay attention to it. And sometimes I don't like, after spending my data to teach, some people will say, come to my personal WhatsApp, start asking me to come and teach the thing personal. Do you know how many messages I receive daily? After spending my data on YouTube and Facebook, I know how people pleaded with me to come and start teaching on Facebook. I now post on YouTube and Facebook. Yes, some people will still come back to ask me for personal teaching, as if they are paying me. So, what I'm saying today is pay attention to understand. That's why I normally like to use some analogy and use life experiences. Using my own experience. Now, I developed that time of creating time for spiritual exercise. If you finish the 21 days, start over again. Let me tell you how to start it. I told you that look for a size book or Fusca or A4. Write the date of the day you are starting. Count it up front, going forward. Which date will the thing elapse, the 21 days. Write the date of closing. Then write your 3 prayer requests. After writing your 3 prayer requests, number 1, number 2, number 3, don't allow it to be too long. 3 prayer requests is okay. Then look for money. Note, if you want to put 100 naira or 200 naira or 500 naira, as case may be, depend on your pocket. Anyone you are putting, put 4 denominational notes. Put it in that the A4 envelope, or maybe fold them. If you have an altar, place it in your altar. If you don't have an altar, put it in your wallet or your bag if you're a woman. Then create a time. I have already told you the importance of creating a particular time for your spiritual exercise. That by so doing, you are showing the spirits that you are so serious about this. I told you that if somebody keeping an appointment with you, maybe you are coming, you told me you are coming to my house on a particular day, and you gave me date, you gave me time. I will take you more serious than somebody that told me, Ogbuefi, I'm coming to your house on so day, no time. Do you get? I want you to put it the way the spirit will see you as a serious-minded person. Set your phone on alarm. It's like having an agreement with the forces of nature. Time will come when they will be helping you to keep that time. If you keep doing this over and over time, you will see that when that time comes, it's like somebody will come and wake you up, because you are keeping an appointment with the spirits. Then you do it daily, depending on time you choose. It could be morning, afternoon, or night. At the end of that 21 days, pull out that 4 notes you put there. That note is money you're supposed to use for sacrifice. But for the fact that maybe you are living in the city, you are not in the village, maybe you will not be able to buy maybe a cock, slaughter, use it, do sacrifice to your chi, and use the meat to do maybe cook rice for your neighbors and do saraka. That's why I say okay, because what is important is for you to make somebody, to put smile on somebody's face. Yes, that is the important thing about saraka, to put smile on somebody's face. Then that's why I say you should put like 100 or 200 amount that is a little bit that these beggars will appreciate. Believe in me, in Nigeria of today, if you give beggar 10 naira, 20 naira, you will not appreciate it. So you put money that will be okay, at least from 100 up. That money is money you share among 4 real beggars on the street. Then you use that the paper that is carrying that your prayer request, put it in a flat plate, maybe stainless, burn it. After burning it, you will see the chaff and blow the chaff into the thin air. Do you get? If you do this and do it well, believe in me, you will must see a sign that show you that you have done something. Yes, all your problem might not be solved immediately. Repeat again. Don't tell me that if you have done 21 days, then you do not see something clearly the way you wanted it, and you're already tired. Because you are not serious now. You're a prayerless Christian. You're a prayerless child of God. You are a prayerless Odinana person too. You want, after 21 days, nothing happened the way you wanted it, and you're already tired. But they have time to go and watch Big Brother Naija for 1 hour. Are you normal at all? You have time to go and start watching nude pictures on social media for hours. But create time for your spirit, for your own good, not to put money in my pocket. To put for your own good, you will not do it. Now you are looking for who is responsible for your predicament. Maybe you will be looking at your uncle direction. Maybe if the person did not give you, now see the person as a wicked person, your uncle. But you a friend. For you being a friend of my followers, I would like to teach you how to fish. Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi does not from one day I just became like this. No, I want to teach you where I came from. I started from scratch, and this is what I'm telling you today is what I have been doing. I did, and they work for me, and I'm sure to work for you. And they have worked for some of my friends who have listening ears. They applied it and it worked for them, and it will work for you if only you believe. Stop putting lesbian attitude or too lazy attitude that you cannot even pray for your own good, not to pray for me. Pray for yourself. That 21 days, after that, you do not see it. Start again. We are living in sinful world. Do you know, I can tell you that what that prayer you said for 21 days is not a waste. Maybe the forces of nature use the benefit of that prayer to keep on paying for your debts, the atrocities you have committed in the past. Even that 100 naira for you shared to beggars, they are not waste. The forces of nature must use that money to maybe be settling some of their entanglements. But you're already tired because you are too lazy. And because for the fact that you have done it 21 days, you don't get what you want, you're already tired. For you, you will sit by the side and start castigating other people that maybe they do ritual. Who tell you that those things give money? You don't understand how those things work. Yes, you don't understand. If you like, go and give them your money for keep it. And I believe you will still cry and come back. But then you come back and be telling me, what should you do? I will be laughing you in Chinese then. So what I'm telling you is this: create time for your spiritual. Never you get tired. Those things you entangle yourself in the past must be losing. It's gradual turn. It's not magic. Anybody that tell you that magic happen anywhere, he lies to you. Even Michael Faraday that developed electricity, I think, practiced it 5,000 times before he got it right. And for you just want to try once, two, second, you're already tired. Great minds, do you know how long they practice over time? Consistency. Basically said during his time that he fear a man, not a man that changes system 100 times, but somebody that practices one particular system over and over, because the person will come out to be a perfect person in that system. What am I saying? That 21 days you go for, even if you have finished, start again. Never give up. Do you think that 400 naira you sow as a seed money, as saraka to less privileged, is your worst? Do you think that money you use to cook, maybe for saraka for people, is your worst? Do you think that money you send to your spiritualist to use it to do saraka for his ezumezu and bring drinks for people to drink it? Do you think it's a waste? It's never a waste. No money you spend on spiritual work that is a waste. It must go into something, because in the spiritual realm, whatever you do, you spend for your spiritual exercise, for your spiritual offering. Believe in me, the spirit must give it back to you in one way or the other. Because it's saraka is due to the spirit. They will bring somebody that will give you that money, direct or indirect. So that you will be doing your 21 days you go for is not in doubt. What you need, you can use, if you can get cola, if you can get uzu, if you can get edo, if you can get hot. If you cannot get all this, you can even hold a cup of water. Use water to pour libation. Yes, in spiritual matter, you don't give excuses that you don't see this, you don't see that. You have a uzu, you have a edo, but you don't have cola. Go on. That all sacrifice. You don't have all those things, but you can have even a single candle to light up. Do you know that they can use a single lighting up with the power of spoken words, and something great will begin to happen? Do you know? Yes. So you must make use of whatever, even if you don't have anything, but you have a hot. Yes, that you cannot see white hot. Yes, you have hot drink, white one. Even if you see colored one, you can still use it. More money in Ebedianya, more money in Dubai, more money in Germany. They're paying on you want a whiskey. Money where you want a ordinary colored hot. Use it. More money won't teach it at all. Even they go kai in Nijiro. one a cup of water. Yes, ekwusi okwu were pour na say no ya liberation. Not in their honor. Stop giving excuses. If you at night you say you're tired, you say sleep over. Why can't you put it in the morning or the daytime? You don't have any excuses. But mother showing excuses to fail. You will start giving excuses. Okay. So create time for your spiritual exercise. After that 21 days, after you go for on daily basis. First of all, I have said it time with that number in my lecture or in 21 days you go for. But I face the east. The most important thing to face the east. Whether there is sun or no sun, whether night or day. First is locate the four corners of your room. One side face the east. Face that side. Call your Israel. Call morning again the hustle. Ihe na-emere gị ihe na ihe ị na-emere ihe. Call aja Igbo. Call ihe Igbo na-emere ihe na ihe na-emere Igbo ihe. Kpọọ mmụọ niile na-eso na ndị na-eso, ndị ịma ma ndị ịmaghị. Gods of your land, your ancestors. Ọ bụrụ na akị kpọọ ezumezu. Ndị na-ejeje na-abata mmụọ na-eri oke na tata bụ nkwọ mmụọ na-eri oke na nkwọ n'ọnya ka ị na-akpọ. Ịmakwu ihe ya akpọkpọ mmụọ onye nọ n'Ugochi tụrụ na temple si abịa banyere gị aka. Ịkpọsịa ha ikene ha si ha biko n'ụbọchị tata na-ebụkwa n'ụbọchị taa na ị nwetara ihe ị chọrọ maọbụ na ị nwetaghị ha biko ha kwe ka echi ka mma iyo etu o si dị gị iyocha ihe niile ị na-ayọ kpọọcha libation maọbụ nzu maọbụ edo maọbụ whatever ọ bụgo kola break ya kola imesizie ya iwe gbasie nkịtị pọsi na while si mmụọ niile mụ na ha so kere ihe ụnụ chọrọ ka m mee pause a while. It can be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Believe in me, if you are perfect yourself in this, close to me and it can happen to you. After dozing off, you can get a message that time. You can receive what we call trance. You can receive voice. I've got many ways and what messages is either from clairvoyance, or intuition, or even through trance. Egosigi ihe ibechechi kere ihe ị chọrọ ka ime mgbe ahụ mmụọ wee gwa gị na ihe ị na-eme na ọkara na agba na ọ bụrụkwa na ọkara ka ihe eji wee zụọ ụmụ university. Why can't you ijekwu Mr. A? Why can't you ijekwu Mr. B? Why can't you try this business? Why can't you try the other business? Inspiration. What I'm trying to tell you is that during this spiritual exercise you will receive inspiration. Many things I'm doing in Ugochi Odinana Temple was never what I learned from anybody. It's my experience. I told you that this EZE-ANA Ugochi for 14 days ritual every month was never taught by any man. It was during one of these, my spiritual exercise. And believe in me, in that particular EZE-ANA Ugochi every month, 14 days, a lot of people have been liberated. If I start sharing testimony, but Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi is not a type with testimony story because Obori Hembia. I become somebody where I don't show you all on the social media. Only that person that is not around can be a snap for some of the part of the work, send the command out of the work. Man, I'm going to show you on the social media is not for me. I'm not interested. So, and they show testimonies. If we hear testimony have done a lot of on daily basis. If you don't know, it will test you to know. A lot of people that attach may go huge amount of money. Only here for ndị na-achọ visa, onye nke ọchọkọtago visa. O ji achọ obi ekwu. O ji ụfọdụ mgbe ụfọdụ for visa interview. The report a ga-ede wee deny visa bụ either ha ga-asị ya na n'ofil lọ nke a, ma ọ na o nyere false information nke a, ma ọ na o kwuru nke a, ma ọ na o je just one thing or the other. Ọ na-asị onye a na-agwa gị na ya na-esuwe na ihe a na-efiriri ọfụma na ya mara ebe ha si gota dis excuse ha na-enye ka ọ wee bụrụ ihe dị wee deny ya visa. Ihe dị na-abụrụ ihe mmụọ na-eme. Onwe ndị anyị megidere ọrụ na lụcha ọrụ dị na-esi mmadụ jebe embasi. Onwe onye mma na-eje America. Onye nwe embasi nwezi apply again after ka lụcha adọ si apply again si jebe visa. Onwe powder nyere si iruo ebe na Abuja use that powder on the day in a day for interview. si ya na eje interview na ga-enye visa je na temple je mụnye ọkụ na nna aga ọfụtụ gwa mmụọ na nchọ ka enye onye visa taa o ruo that day after the interview I see you with your passport yes okay drop it and then by 4 o'clock the same day come and receive take their visa and 4 o'clock ochigata na-enye visa ya ọtara ihe nna akụwalụ gị ihe nna achịkọwalụ gị bụ na ihe mmụọ na-eme ihe mmụọ emewuru does not exist mana mmadụ ya ekwubiriwe okwu mana ana m achọ ịkọwalụ gị achọghị m iche over testimonies mana ihe nna achịkọwalụ gị bụ ihe mmụọ mere mana kere ka m si wee bido ya bụ 14 days ritual ihe a bụ personal devotion and I keep saying it devotion m na-emere onwe m na-abụ due to na mma the importance of spiritual exercise what I'm telling you today us exercise m na-emere onwe m mgbe m bidoro ọrụ dibịa ka m mesiri ike na-emezie after is 21 days emem saraka I start again countless time favor wee na-abịara m na-ekwu na-eme favor na-abịa o were one day one guy wee kpọọ m sị m na ya bụ the only son na ya anọgo obodo oyibo almost 20 years and na ozi ya na-enwetara mmụ ya na ha adịrị ya unu onwero moto onwero anywhere ihere ọ yiji isi obodo oyibo bata gbara aka nata na-eme ụgwachi agba ọnọdụ this young guy wee matụ ihe o ji metụ mbụ na ọ the only son and na mmụ ya na ha adịrị ya onwe ihe o mewu financial wise wee jezi ime my spiritual exercise na-eme n'abalị wee chụwa ndị m na-asụ na ọnọdụ nwoke a this guy kpọrọ m na-ewute m so much kedu ihe a ga-eme n'ụdị ndị o nwere ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ọnọdụ ha ga-akụ ụta enwere ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ndị mma n'ogolo obodo oyibo 10 15 20 years enweghị ha mepụtara nke ndị ahụ nwere mana nke onye ihe ga-eji wọrị ya ma iche bụ na no the only son and na mma ya is sick so it is my opportunity I will present here the case of so many of them nwere similar problem mgbe m present here this case ozi m nwetara that night bụ this aja na-achụ for 21 days regret it let a lot of people begin to join you na aja bụ aja nke ọnwa ọbụla that is the only reason why m ji wee regret the message dated ndị na-esonyere anyị ga-ama na no na November last year after Carlos go because the new living house of Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi was completed in November. We are just waiting for December 1 time akaraka last year 2021 no that year kamelo mbara ofala ozezan that December 1 mere my birthday that December 1 ka consecrated that is ka emepuru ụlọ threatens ya ka m na December 1 mana the house the new living house arụsị na November na-echezi ka date ruo so arụsịgo m adụgo m n'ime wee jekwu n'oke arụsịgo this new house before m bido that 14 days 14 days ritual for onye ọbụla na ihe m na-emebu n'onwe m ife ọma na-emelu m ihe ji wee lụ the house na ndị Togo na n'ọrụ steady n'ụlọ for 4 months a na-arụ ụlọ every day till arụsịa the house so ihe ndị bido abụrụ because of money na ọ bụgodo ori n'ụwa niile na ndị mmadụ esonye na ya I will keep doing it for my own self yes mgba na-eme every month ọ na-egbu m mesara aka on my own so other people na-apateki na ya bụ ka eme ya ka ọ ba ngozi arụ onye ọbụla that is why ndị announce ya every time because ama m ihe ndị mmadụ ejigoro ya wee so create your time for spiritual exercise. Now, I want to get that. I got that inspiration after I made spiritual exercise. Where do you want to hear that message? Where be? Ebo no no do to them mad they would take them do hadiana. Made down 14 days ritual accommodate and does. The same thing come mgbe mbidolo elo nchawele na ewepụ alụkọtara awele na otu ọnụ etu aka esi wee lụ the anointing oil na-achụ ndị amos de water favor alụkọtara ya ọnụ etu aka esi wee lụ favor powder etu aka esi wee lụ favor perfume ihe a niile bụ ihe alụrụ sacramentals anyị nwere Ugochi tụrụ na temple ọ gwara ndị na-abịanụ a na-agbanye mmiri cleansing water si from the temple mmiri mmụọ ha ji asa yes ihe niile awụ inspiration mmụọ nyere enwetara those direction how to prepare those things from that meditation. I want a young man from Nnewi. There one day, where some naga pin, see naga pin there. Mugudi, I was again, that money, I'm about Hanako. Not the good team, I'll go every time, or Ahunina, we make a Guaneme, Ujawago, tap the second tap down, or send a hard scratch near ya. Go where now. See, I'm going to read. Ah, also, no matter what the other one, I even not stop going there, stop going to Agro. The one here make whereby they will tell me more, where will zoom more. Ah, Burum Batanagalon, our borehole, Bana Uno Alice. Who be open here? Where goes here, where Uzuaro sitting in me. See, I bring me and I do not beg what else about. Bapta Milija Sabaya, Tayemiria, where's our. I don't go to that man again. Not a puppy. The stop. No, the man never get anything back. Or my argument say Brumiliana. Or Brumiliana today. And better out I could roll 2 weeks or be a naked. So some of this even today, which day again? About last week, one other guy came from over. Problem here when I nanda most in the and can say, come with 1 gallon, white gallon of your color. Because here, and I'm sure when you put a most at the stop oil. Now I be a book your name and can you. So then I check one here now, but inspiration. Can you open up with your challenge? Are you a business magnet? Huh? You are into business. You don't know how to call. You didn't want a favor. You didn't want a new inspiration. A more they can have new inspiration. Both the way you treat your customer services must be superb. Either have the bank for a week, and even security man, or they have we still thank you. Thank you for banking with us. Welcome to First Bank. The First Bank I put a of Mazuba branch. But now put welcome to First Bank. And after I said thank you for banking with us. So all those things, they are trying to add something that will make them unique for customer services. So spiritual exercise. They can water inspiration of how to modify or get inspiration or how to put things in whatever you have been doing to do it well. Because you need inspiration. Oh, yeah, but even companies, they may have about the branding. You can have my MTN. Sometimes they may some the branding, some offer or Coca-Cola, and some of this is our top companies that to you might think that they don't need advert again, but they still need the branding and the renovation. Do you get? So you as a business person, business magnet, what are these innovations you have introduced in your business? What are the new techniques? What are the new methods? Don't you know that if you use over one method over time, it becomes outdated? Don't you know? Yes, even business people that not aqua. Now not they change their brand, and not they change their design, and not they change their color to remain in market because one design over time people will get use of it. People stop getting attracted to that fashion. So therefore they will need to rebrand. Even people that is sewing those clothes. Go to George in the market now. The type of George that is there in 80s, 90s are no longer the type of George that is there now in vogue. So whatever business your work you are doing, you must be able to be changing styles, adding more innovations, putting new ideas for you to remain in business. And how will you get those ideas if you refuse to be connecting yourself from the spiritual realm where every amamihe and nghọta niile na wisdom niile si abịa? Solomon Wonyan is not the wisest man on earth because he asked actually your ihe ọ chọrọ. Also the ihe chọrọ wa amamihe. So show you that the wisdom and the whatever innovations comes from above. What are you asking for? You are asking for a date. Is it what you're asking for on social media? You're asking for something useless, something that will not even add value. Why can't you add great time for your spiritual exercise? That time you are even on social media, sometimes break up. Give yourself 10, 20, 30 minutes away from social media. Go and do your spiritual exercise where you get inspiration on how you can be able to utilize whatever you are doing that pays you. Do you think that only praying can give you money? No. Because even I want to look at how the Old Testament says, the gift of a man make it a way for him. Yes, it's your gift that will bring money to your pocket. It's your gift. So that channel where the gift is coming from must be maintained. Do you get? That your spiritual channel where wisdom, innovation, inspiration flows down from. Must be maintained and nurtured. And the only way you can maintain them and nurture it and keep on getting more innovations, more inspirations is by spiritual exercise. You must have time for your spiritual exercise where you get those strengths. Stop being lazy. It will never pay you. Do you know why do we pay landlords? Are we paying your landlord because landlord is too smart and too handsome? Or why do we pay our hospital bills? Or why we pay doctors? Is it that the doctor is so crude or this and that? No. You pay your doctor because he takes care of your health needs. You pay your landlord because landlord is solving your house challenges, your house needs. So people will pay you when you'll be able to solve their problem. Even if you're a businessman, how do you relate with your customers? Do you treat them well? Sometimes me, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu. I prefer those shops that after buying, they say, okay, thank you for patronizing us. Yes, there are some companies, after buying from them, they will not even say thank you. Please come next time. They will not even say it. Now, for me, I prefer to go to that shop that we say, okay, thank you for patronizing us. That thank you again, you understand it? I'm okay with it. Some companies will even collect your when I was in Abuja, I used to do it. A company, if you are buying from us, we have your phone numbers. During Christmas, if you're a Christian, we ask you about your data. We take your data. If you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, that's how I do it in my shop then. If you're a Christian, we take your record. You're a Christian and you have your phone number. During Christmas Mass, we send their Christmas greeting message to all of them. The same thing during Easter. For Muslim brothers, we share the same message during Ramadan. Do you get? All these are strategies. So if you are a business, buying and selling, how do you treat your customers? Do you try to bring new innovations? So that they will always remember you. And they can only get those inspiration by your spiritual exercise. So if you are not doing spiritual exercise, you have not started, believe me, start today. Then if you are not willing to do the spiritual exercise, then you are not willing for your 21 days for, then be sure and be ready to pay your spiritualist, your Dibia, or your Odin Chuaja for continuing for Aja, continuous Aja, which you will spend money because the person will not do it for free for you. So, but don't tell me that you are broke. You don't mortgage, you don't much. You want to get your Chuaja to the extent that you can buy people to be doing it for you. Yes, someone they go have a general meeting. Yes, someone they go have a general meeting. Even no one now want that meeting. Mana Maybe the person is in Abuja, is a one big man there. Maybe he's a senator. Are you expecting your senator brother to be coming to your village meeting? No. But you're going to I'll go send Diego. I get a meeting. But honorable senator, another. Again, a meeting. So I'm only care Guroge. Me, I go work for 21 days. Me, I'm spiritual exercise. Then he can go again. He spend Diego. That they are in Melogia. So if you are broke, don't tell me that you don't know what to do. You are tired. When we come to my emails, I have contemplate your code. But what? How do you get tired of this world? I'm on you get around. So he gave me. If you don't have money to do this, he can take it. Pray your way out on him. So 21 days he go for. After doing it, continue. It's not a waste. Spiritual exercise, believe in me, will turn things around. If I tell you how I joined importation, I told you I have not finished my story. Because my story was like, okay, the phone accessories, the phone accessories. I understand. Then what I'm a programmer. I design websites and do all those programming stuff. So I was contracting Kawada. I just steady. Yes, because I registered my company. We use it as double success consulting. Under double success consulting, we do proposals and write proposals and do programming stuff for people, whether design websites. So, but I have outlets where I sell phone accessories and stuff like that. So, but at the stage, during my spiritual side, I told my that I need more money. And I used to develop my intuition. And one day, I was in the shop. Okay, I was in a car on a Saturday. My mother was like telling me that I should on radio. I said, for what? On radio? But I normally prefer playing music while driving. My mother was like telling me I should on radio. I off the music and on radio. Immediately I on radio, what I had is a jingle. After that jingle, there is this announcement that a social company is inviting people for training on online marketing stuff. And I said, wow, on Saturday. They gave their date by 1 o'clock, but that time was like around 9. But I said by 1 o'clock, I said, okay. I told myself that, look, my man was like telling me he cannot afford not to attend this seminar. Because it's a seminar. Okay, I went to shop and told my sales girl that, look, I'll be going for training in Wuse. Inside Abuja then. That I don't know when I will come back, but if I did not come back before 6, she should close shop. That is on Saturday. Before that time, I got to the venue. I gave them, because they sent a code that if you want to participate, test yes to a code. So I tested yes. So to that code. So when I came to the venue, they asked me that I should write my this and that. I go into the table and do the documentation of it. They gave me seat. So they said that the woman was like, the presenter was a woman. She told, if I call the popular name, people used to know her in Abuja, you know. People that lived in Abuja. So the woman now started telling us, do you know that you can be in the comfort of your home while you be importing from any part of the world, from China, from America, and rest of them? I was like, wow. He now said it's possible. He now started mentioning some sites. Example, she mentioned eBay. She mentioned Alibaba. She mentioned other sites. But those sites he mentioned, with a strong warning, how you will know a reputable company, how you know a liable company. Because some of these companies that you see in Alibaba, yes, AliExpress, yes, AliExpress or Alibaba or eBay, and so on and so forth. You will see there's a way you will dictate. If you're a programmer like me, you know how to dictate genuine sellers. You go to their track, whoever buyer want to sell, check whether if that buyer has a badge, because there's a way they normally rank them. You go to the customer feedback, see people that have less or no bad image. Then you go to the same thing. By so you will be able to see some companies that have reputable listing names. That is a way you can verify each seller. I'm just giving you an expo as an expert. So by verifying that particular seller, knowing fully well that this seller is maybe has a badge from AliExpress or Alibaba or eBay, by so you will see that this customer is talk and do. Is somebody that if he tell you that this product is like this, is like that. So after telling us, he now tell us that we should try to follow it up and register with those companies so that we can start importing. She now showed us even camcorder she normally bought from China. Now told us that we should open an account with the social and so. So after that, listening to her, I went home, I analyzed it, I presented it into my resume during my meditation. And the answer I got during that meditation is I should give it a try. Believe in me, that's to cut the whole story short. That is how I registered with eBay. From during good luck time, I started buying from eBay online. With time, over time, I noticed some companies that I used to buy from. I have PayPal accounts. I started buying from those companies. I noticed that those companies are very genuine. So at a stage, some of those noted genuine companies, like some companies, one of the richest republished company in US. At a stage, I sent email address to them directly, so that at some point, having done some business for a very long time with them, like over a year, I noticed that that company has integrity. What did I do? I now started doing business off eBay. I started doing business with them directly. So they said that that company has branches in US more than in almost 10 states. So they said that there was a time they even offered me to, if I want to visit, but at a stage I became one of the big customer. At the stage they wanted to, if they invited me to US and told me that if I'm coming, that they will have a guest house where I can stay and do business with them before going back. You get the same thing. I started buying from using I think Alibaba also. I used to buy from AliExpress. Sometimes I would buy from Alibaba to get to real suppliers. At the stage I started getting laptop chargers, laptop mouse, and so many accessories from eBay. It became cheap for me. By so then I became importer, buying from Chinese companies. I started importing so many things without going traveling to China. You understand? The same thing happened to me getting American used laptop via eBay and the other companies affiliates. Believe me, I make under good luck, Jonathan, when dollar was so small, I make huge amount of money from that business. So that's that I built my house, I built tenant house from the money I made from that business. Believe in me, nobody taught me about this. It's the inspiration I have. That time I can get American used laptop at maybe 12,000, 14,000, and I will be selling it 25,000. And that even at that 25,000, I'm one of the people that say cheaper, because if you go to Wuse, it'll be selling 30,000, but I say 25 for turn up. Sometimes I will be able to sell 6, 7, 8 in a day, making over 100,000 naira. Under good luck, I made money. So I said I'll be able to set up those projects then. What I got, even under this administration, I made money, even when dollar was so high, because at that time I already made name. Even when the dollar was going up, we keep on increasing the price of those used items. People keep buying. Because that time from laptop, I started importing projectors and other used items. I can tell you, that the same social media people will go there for fun. Do you know what happened? Before, when I left Abuja to answer this my call, I saw some of this my contacts. One of the customers that normally buy from me whenever I import, I said, young man, I have seen you as a hardworking guy. I really want to help you. He gave me hundreds of thousands. I don't want to mention name, the amount. And I introduced him to the same company I normally buy. Gave him the whole contact, even the company that I ship from. I have a company, a very reliable company. Even if I have anything to ship from US again, I will still use them. I have 2 companies that does that perfectly, no stories. I sold that contact to him. Even after some months, his mother called me from Imo State to thank me because of what I did for his son. That today his son's business is doing very well. Even last 2 months again, one of my oldest customers years back, I pleaded with this guy that I want to give him to that contact. He was doing like this. Last 2 months, he now came back. He's still interested in that contact I gave him many months ago, many years ago. I still collected a good amount of money from him. I still gave him the contact. Do you get? So what I'm telling you is that this is the contact I got by just listening to my intuition. They gave me participants. But some of you are so clueless to the extent that you will not even when the spirits show you a messenger, somebody that you will listen to and it will be well for you, you will not want to listen to the person. Because your intuition is not even alive to guide you, to tell you who to follow and who not to follow. But you want to follow where it happens. What I can tell you, we are working your inner being so that you will be able to be guided. So that you will start receiving intuition on how, in fact, if your intuition perception is your life, awaken, you will always be guided and you will never run into any problem or mistake that will be or that will overwhelm you. Start today. Today is time. Adjust yourself to do what to do one day. Say go for stroke spiritual exercise. Do this. If you do this thing very well, you don't have money for your spiritual work. But if you can put your strength and start doing this, in next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, believe in me, you come and tackle Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi. Someone didn't throw this kind of challenge today, they're smiling. And what could you have a lot of the It's a watch video in full. More than choke I balaga, Miremi, or send their message 0805 7837 672. 0805 7837 672. Abajina nkete when things are not moving well for you. Speak out. This is a man that is above 40 years. But their entire life, he have never done anything kind appeasement or settling your issues. And their debt, spiritual debt, keep multiplying. Now things are so tight. They don't even know all Akuchi goes on here. Now, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ebakoya, Ege Bagoda is high to your death, O Israel. Here in Aburego, even if you don't have money, Abolo should know or south. Feed the chick always on these 2 email. Then, Chubaja, go off for 21 days. I can tell you, here more cholo, bo, obituality, what Ogbuefi. I'm going to Gija Chuaja. Yes, Dibian Natural Gajama and Ketanab. Because one thing you don't know about this is this. Okamana Dibia all cha. Yes, if your emails does not bring work for you to do. But once your emails bring work for you to do, after doing work to settle the emails, you must settle your own people. You understand? Makampia was. I have what you don't know about it. So as much as Dibia is settling your own expenses, the person is settling his own expenses that help him to do that your work. Example, and then the mother all mmiri ewu ofu ewu the bob ofu ebru the bob ofu ewu bụ nke mmenye ndị mmiri nke onye ji rụọ ọrụ then ofu ebru bụ nke a ga-eburu ndị mmiri nke m, because before I will go to ọrụ mmiri for you, I must tell my ndị mmiri that na nna ejekwa ije lụọ onye ọrụ mmiri, they should escort me. They are like ụmụnna na-eduga mmadụ ije n'ụwa. All how I ga-initiate were my backbone. If not that all one now successful. So when they come back, I will not tell them stories because they escorted me for a mission. So when they come back, I will say thank you to them. You know that, yeah? So I just use to hear how things work. But if there is no work, they do not bring work, they will not bother you. You know that, yeah? So bring that thing. So ọ bụrụ na ị nwere ajụjụ na nkụzi taa ma ọ bụ nkụzi go na Facebook or YouTube, send the message na WhatsApp. When I'm people, the man and the busy. Once you drop voice note or text message for me, believe in me, I will respond. It's just a matter of time, and it will come the same day, unless if you send it so late. It is send the message 0805 7837 672. Ka ekwu bi okwu ngozi na ha chukwu nke pụrụ ime ihe niile, ekwu bi m okwu n'isi ndị niile, my viewers, friends and children all over the world. Ndị niile nọ under the influence of my voice. Ebe ọ bụla isi na-anụ olu ha. Na ha chukwu nke pụrụ ime ihe niile, ebe ekpere ekwu bi okwu si let there be liberation. Let there be spiritual awakening. Let the people that so much weakened by so indolence, let there be awakening. Let the spiritual strength be restored. Those who are outside on those who are caught, let every darkness vanish. Let there be restitution. Let there be restoration in whatever means and whatever thing they have lost in the past. I speak positivity to your life as you are believing and applying this principle. Now, to work you can carefully be in it. Key hole let new things begin to happen in your life. Now, they can only have no real. After that, in Boshinano, the answer where you are against women. Now, to work you can carefully be in it. I want to go away, I better match no gawa case you. Asị m na ọdịnala bụ ka ọ dị mma. O nwere okwu akụkọ mma akọ gee m ntị. O nwere otu nwaanyị maara nke ọma ya na di ya wee na-enwe nghọtahie na alụmdi na nwunye ha. Otu ụbọchị ihe na-ese okwu mmadụ amaghị, di ya wee ruo otu ụbọchị wee bụrụ nwa nwaanyị a wee bụ na be ndị ya wee sị na ya agaghị alụsị, mana ihe dị egwu mere nwata nwaanyị a nọ na ọnwa atọ na be nne ya, o wee wuchie wee lotu o wee cheta na ihe na-esi na nke onye akarịa, o wee were ọjị wee kpọkwuo nna nne ya, kpọkwuo nne ya asesọs, kpọkwuo nne ya nwụrụ anwụ si ya biko ọnọdụ m a nọ ọ dị gị mma, o nweghị ebe si mejọ ji m di m agbaghị m n'ilo, mana ọ dọkịta kpọmasị ekwarata ngwongwo m na be gị, ọnọdụ ọ dị gị mma. O mechaa akwarịrị ụbọchị anwa o ji ọjị n'aka wee kpebie okwu a kwuche okwu a, o wee ruo n'abalị ụbọchị ahụ dịka o sikọrọ nyaba akụkọ, o wee napụwa wee fụ nne ya nwụrụ anwụ na nlọ. Nne ya wee sị m Adam, wee sị Adam ya jide ya aka, ihe ọzọ ya pụtaziri onwe ya bụ na mkpụrụbe die. Mgbe nne ya nwa ugboro ahụ nwụrụ bata na mkpụrụbe die wee kpọọ nna di ya ụkwụ onye nke ngwori ya nwụrụ oge tere aka, wee kpọọ ya afọ ọ na-akpụ ya ka ọ dị ndụ, kpọọ ya maazị, wee sị ya maazị, mgbe nwa gị bịara ka abịa n'ụlọ nwa nwaanyị ọkụ maka mkpọnyere ya n'aka, biko kwe ka ezinụlọ a
ụlọ gba mgba nwaanyị o wee sị na ọhịa a ga-emechapụ na nlọ ya wee teta wee bụ ụlọ na nlọ ya wee naba natara bịa wee na-asị kere ihe nke apụtara olulo otu ọnwa na ya nụkwa nna ya di ya nwa wee sikwa n'ugwu awụsa ebe ọ nọ wee nyere moto wee bata bie wee sịa nwaanyị gbata ngwongwo gị ka ha nachiga ebe ha bi n'ugwu awụsa etu a ka ha si wee dozie ịghọtara ihe na-ekwu ọ bụ ịghọta na ọdịnala dị mma mana okpuru ụka nghọtaghị ha nwere ime onwe ha nke ekweghị ndozi mana ibugo na chi nke ọdịnala nwere ya o wee dị mma ya gazie
daalụ ekelela m ndị niile sonyere anyị n'oge awa nke eziokwu ekelela m Esta Ifeọma anyị kelere gị, anyị kelekwala Elochukwu the comedy master Elochukwu talk show anyị kelekwara Ife ime ọdụ na ndị ọzọ niile n'ebe nwere ike ịlụta afa ha ndị ha sị bụ ọmaka meela ụnụ ga-adị ka echi maka na echi adị agwụ agwụ ya gazienụ kachifonu ka ọ dịkwa n'oge awa na echi na-abịa abịa na ọwụrụ ndị enyi m ndị abịa see you tomorrow by this time. Thank you.